Hello, folks. Welcome to today's football predictions of Betcast. Another very beautiful Wednesday morning, and once again, we are back with our predictions as usual. All right, we always look at football games going on across the globe, and we select a few of these games and make verdicts on these matches based on the recent results that we have on these each of these teams. We always collect those results together and also make verdicts bets on the on the recent outcome of the results that they had. Okay, that's what we do on a daily basis, and exactly what we're going to do in a short while. Also, we have our VIP special group will put out games that have that higher probability of coming out correctly, and we'll be winning games in that very group. Do endeavor to join. Don't miss out. So you don't miss out on those specs. All right. Also, you can always find the link to the VIP in the description of this very video, as well as anywhere you see join channel membership around this very video. Do endeavor to join for a small token and have access to all those ones. All right. That being said, without further ado, we head to the business of today. All right. We have the first game for today is in England on the 21 Premier League Cup. We'll have a Coventry on the 21 coming up against Blackburn Rovers on the 21. Okay, when we look at this recent game for these two sides, you can see that for Coventry, the home side, they've won 4 matches out of the last 6 games. They've also had 2 losses. And for the away side, Blackburn on the 21, we could see that they won just 1 match in the last 6 matches, but have lost 5 out of those 6 games that they had recent times. All right, when you look at how the two teams fared for home and away basis, you see that at the home side, the last 10 home matches have produced 6 wins and a draw. They've also lost 3 games in the last 10 home games that they had. And away side, Blackburn Rovers, on the other hand, the last 10 away games that they had have produced, 1 win and 2 draws. They've also lost 7 matches out of the last 10 away games. That's not a side that does so very well from away. All right. Okay, there's no record of a head-to-head meeting between two sides. In recent time they have not really met each other, but in this very one, judging by the recent form of Coventry City on the 21, we'll be going with the home side to take the day here. Despite the big odd, we would definitely go with the home side to win outrightly in this very encounter. Home win, that's what value for that very game. All right, and we head to the next for today. It is in Czech Republic Liga CFL. We'll have Sokol Brozany who will be up against Mlada Boleslav. All right, and when you look at Sokol in the last 6 matches, 2 wins and 2 draws, as well as 2 losses. That have been the results for them in the last the last 6 games that they had so far. And Boleslav, their way side, have won just once and also had a draw, as well as 4 losses out of the last 6 games. And when you look at how the two sides fared for home and away basis, for the home side, Sokol, the last 10 home matches that they had produced 4 wins and 3 draws. Also, they had 3 losses out of the last 10 home attempts. And the away side, Boleslav had 4 wins and 3 draws, as well as 3 losses in the last 10 away matches. As a matter of fact, the last away game they had, so they're losing all those away games. The last 3 away games, they lost it by all the 3 away games. All right, but also quite noticeable is the fact that for the home side, the last 4 home matches that they had have produced over 2.5, and for the away side, Boleslav, the last 7 away games that they had produced over 2.5. So that's been lots of goals going on here. Both sides scoring, as well. And the last time both teams met, it was a 3-1 victory for Boleslav from away. That happened in March of this very year. And the last 2 meetings between the two sides produced lots of goals as well. So we are going with a minimum of 3 goals to occur in this very encounter, seeing the results in recent times between the two sides. So we expect an over 2.5. That's what value for that very game. All right, and we'll head to the next for today. It is in Wales Premier League, where we'll have Connah Quay will be facing the TNS, the new Saints. All right, and for Connah Quay, the home side, in the last 6 matches, they had 3 wins and a draw and 2 losses. And the away side TNS, on the other hand, have had 3 victories and 2 draws, as well as 1 loss in the last 6 games. Okay. When you look at how the two teams fared from home and away basis, Connah Quay, the home side, have actually done, fairly well from home, winning 5 games and a draw and losing 4 matches in the last 10 home games. All right, last home game they had was against Ballertown, and they lost to Ballertown by 3-1 on that very occasion. But TNS from away have won 3 games and 4 draws. They've also lost 3 matches in the last 10 away matches. All right, last away games that they had saw them playing at a draw to Barrytown United on that very occasion. And we look at how the two teams fared the times they met. All right, head-to-head basis, it was TNS who actually dominating this very one, having won against this very side. The last 4 meetings between two sides have seen TNS always winning against Connah, be it home or away. The last meeting was actually in August of just last month, and we saw TNS playing from home on that very occasion, winning against Connah by 3-0, and the other series of wins before that very one. So TNS have actually been very, very dominant of this very tie, and that's the reason we're going with the away side, TNS to win outright in this very encounter. So it is a win. That's what valid for that very one. All right. And next up, also in the Wales Premier League, we'll have Barrytown United who will be coming up against Llanelli Town. And for Barrytown, 1 win and 3 draws in the last 6 matches, as well as 2 losses. But Llanelli Town, their away side, Llanelli have actually lost 6 games out of 6 in the last 6 matches. They've lost every single game they've had at certain times. And when you look at how the two teams have fared from home and away basis, you see Barrytown have actually won 5 games, and they've had 3 draws and 2 losses in the last 10 home matches. All right. And away side Llanelli, on the other hand, have actually won 5 games from away, also having 1 draw, but losing 4 games in the last 10 away matches that they have so far. All right. So when you look at how the two teams fared on home and away basis, all right, the last time they met from head-to-head basis, the last time they met was actually in August, and we saw Barrytown from away beating this very side by 2-0, and throughout that we saw them playing out a 1-1 draw. But Barrytown have actually dominated the last 6 meetings between two sides, winning 3 times and drawing the other 3. So we are going with Barrytown, the home side, to win outright this very one, having dominated the meetings between the two sides. Home win, that's our value for that very game. All right, and that takes us to the next game, which are going to be the last one today. It is in Ecuador Premier Division B, the second division in Ecuador. We'll have 22 de Julio coming up against Chacaritas, and for de Julio, we could see 4 wins and 2 losses in the last 6 matches. And Chacaritas, on the other hand, have had just 2 wins and 2 draws, as well as 2 losses. And from home and away basis, you can see de Julio home side having won 6 games from home matches. In the last 10 home matches, they've also had 2 draws as well as 2 losses. And Chacaritas, on the other hand, have won just once, and also they've lost 8 games and also had 1 draw in the last 10 away games that they had. All right, for the home side, de Julio, the last 4 home games they've always won, from home. In the last 4 home games, they've done so very well from them. And the last time they met was de Julio, who played from home and won against Chacaritas by 3-0. That was in July of this very year, and we expect a repeat of that very fate. We expect the home side de Julio to win outright in this very one. So it is a home win. That's our verdict, and that concludes it for us today on BetCraft. We wish you the very best of luck and hope your ticket goes green. Remember to play responsibly, as these are football matches. Sometimes other factors might come in. All right. That being said, also remember that our games, other games that we have, will be on our VIP special group, or putting out games that have that better probability of coming out correctly. Don't forget to join. All right. The link in the description of this video will take you to our VIP special. All right. Tomorrow is another day. We'll be back. But until that time, keep winning.